Welcome to my home. My name is Jackie, and I have a box. This box, right here, dun dun dun, is from a friend of mine in Florida. I have many, many friends in Florida, many friends. She is on a Facebook group, and I think we have some other friends in common. Um, and we're actually friends on Facebook too. We're now friends on Facebook, but we met because of a buy sell group. Um, and she had this up for sale, and it's not the size I want, but it's the bag I want. This bag has a story, you guys. It's well taped, so I'm taking my time untaping it because this is an odd type of box, one of those kind of folding weird boxes. But anyway, this I had the opportunity to buy this bag several times. Once when it was a big warehouse sale, I had the opportunity to buy this bag maybe a year and a half ago, and I bought a different one instead. I missed out on this, but I was able to get a different one, and I got that one, and I regretted missing out on this one ever since. And I've had the opportunity to get this bag a couple more times since then, but the price has always been just a little bit too much out of my reach because, again, you're looking at fandoms and you're looking at brand, right? So this has a double licensing issue. So now I'm going to rip into this box because I can't seem to figure out how to get this thing open. And I don't want to use my knife more than I have to. It's kind of like a shoe box. Oh, this is the Coachtopia box. So it's packaged really well. So this was her bag from her collection. And she offered it to me. Well, she offered it to anybody, and it'd been sitting there for a minute. And I was like, oh dear, I really want that. But I really shouldn't because as much as I love the look and style of this bag, I don't like the size of this bag. But that doesn't mean I don't have this exact bag in this size. I mean, okay, well, this exact type of bag in this size, not necessarily this exact bag. This isn't the only bag in this exact colorway I have, but it is a bag I have in my collection. So let me get it out. So this is a Coach bag. And this Coach bag is super cool because this Coach bag is the one that got away, and I waited long enough and it came to me, and I love it, and I still love it. Wow. This is the Coach Rogue Mickey Mouse. Is this not the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? Now, I know those who don't love Mickey, you might not love it, but as far as my Disney bags go, this is probably one of my less in your face bags. So I love this bag. So this is Mickey, and it's a Rogue. It's a Rogue 25. So the Rogue 25 is my least favorite. I really like the regular Rogue and the Rogue 39. And then, so the regular Rogue is like a 30-inch Rogue, around 30, 31 inches. Not 31 inches, centimeters. So this is a 25 centimeter bag along the base. I'll give you the inch equivalent in a minute. I'm just taking off the zipper hardware pull. She never used this bag. Okay. So my other Disney Rogue that I have also never used. Um, but I do want to take the hardware wrapping off because I don't like leaving that on there. But so this is a beautiful, beautiful bag. So when this was brand new, this was sold for $650, which is why I didn't buy it. Now, I don't know how much she paid for it, but I do know how much I paid her for it. It was roughly around 300, I believe. But it was a fantastic price. It might have been 250. It might have been 250. I don't remember. 250, 300. But this was originally 650. Now, I was able at one point in time to get this for 150 on a super, super sale brand new. I just wasn't able to get that sale. It sold out before I could buy it. That's before I knew how fast you have to jump on these. I didn't know that then, right? It was like this is when it was a while ago. So I wasn't able to buy this. I am so happy to get this now. I even asked my husband, do I buy XYZ or spend $300 on this? And he said, get the Mickey. So I think I was gonna get a Snoopy bag, a strawberry Rowan bag, or the Rowan Merlot, the strawberry Rowan, or I said, "What I really want, and I just want, do I spend like $250 on this?" And he said, "Spend $250 on Mickey." I said, "Okay." So let's see what the straps look like. It should be right in here. So, yep, they look like. So this comes with a long strap for like a crossbody shoulder bag moment, and then 2 shoulder straps to be the classic Rogue straps. I got a gift in here too. Thank you. I got these cute little I don't know what these are. Baby bracelets. They're cute. Um and anyway, so in here the creed says this was a 2021 release. So I was around when this released, and I wasn't able to buy this bag. And I am 2025. I now have it. So that makes me extremely happy. Now I'm going to keep everything the way it is in here. Actually, I'm going to put the satiny dust bag inside so I don't lose it, because I've done that 1,000 times or two. So one of the things about storing rogues, if you're really about a pristine rogue, and a lot of people are, there's a certain, excuse me, way to take care of them. You want to see how it has the foam here. You want foam or something more rigid to help keep the sides like this. You also want to tie the handles up like this, so that because if you store it like this over time, this leaves wavy indents that bother some people. So you could just tie it up with a ribbon like so, takes care of that problem. You also with this also has foam in the base to help keep it shape, because over time what happens with these bags are, and you can see it with this one, it relaxes, the leather relaxes, and then even though this has never been used, you know, it will start to nod ear in a little here. It'll start doing that. And some people who like the really structured look of this bag don't like it when that happens. I personally have no problem with it. I like it better when it has age, because I think the leather gets softer, more slouchy. It looks a lot better. So I'm just getting a little ribbon. I had a piece of thread over here, and I'm just going to do a little knot and tie this up and into a knot. And there we go. So that's all I did was get a little piece of ribbon I had. It will kind of sink in on the inside, which is fine. I'll throw this over in there, and they'll sit this on the shelf like so, and it will be great. And you can see how already it's relaxed. If you don't like it even doing this, the Rogue might not be the bag for you. The other way you can store it, some people store it on its side, but you have to be really careful about indents on this leather. And of course, it's yellow. So even though it's like a mustard yellow, you don't really want this to touch anything else. Okay. It's very contact damage does happen. So like this has some paper. You can always put paper and line wherever you're putting it and just put it there. Like this paper right here. If you put this on the shelf, you can just use it. And this is how I would probably do this. Honestly, I'll put it in my other room, because this will keep it no contact. Paper still lets air go in and out. You don't really want to use plastic if you can avoid it if you live in a humid area. I do not live in a humid area. I live in a semi-arid area. So for me, this fits really well. Oh, and I promise measurement. So a rogue 25. This is many people's favorite rogue size. To me, I prefer a larger rogue. This is like 9.5 inches. Nah, 9 3/4, almost. Where's my other tape measure? I have another tape measure that has what's the word? Centimeters with it. Where did I put that one? Probably somewhere. Oh, here it is. This one. This one has centimeters. So this is, yeah, 25 centimeters is right at 9 3/4 of an inch. And then over here, it's 5 inches deep and 7.5 inches tall. About 19 centimeters in height, 25 in width or length or whatever. So this is a really awesome score for me to essentially get half off. She was happy to part with it. She thought she would use it because she lives in Florida, right? The land of the mouse. But she wasn't really using it. And it could just be a function of color or the fact that it's a row 25 and they're kind of small. And, she just never reached for it. So it just wasn't her jam. I am so thrilled to be the owner of this bag right now. It's like a dream. When you get something you wanted for so long, you can't believe you have it. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with this bag. I've been chasing this bag. There was another pink bag that came out with it with, I think Minnie was on that one. I also wanted that one and I wasn't able to get it. So I'm very happy. Thank you so much for watching my video and have a fabulous day.